What is up, guys? It is Kaden here. Today I'm here with Roquell.
Hi.
So, if you can't tell from the title, Roquell is male to female trans woman. So, we're going to be talking about that today. And if that's not what you're into, then click away now or forever waste your time. So we're just going to jump right into it. And this is kind of going to be like the video I did with Devin. I'm kind of just going to ask her questions so she can answer, because I kind of want to get a little bit more of MTF education out there, knowledge, whatever you want to call it. I do know a little bit, but obviously not too much, so obviously she would know way more than I know, because I'm FTM, she's FTM. We obviously know, we have the same, but opposite. So also, if you want to check her out, all her stuff will be below, because she's kind of like the female version of me, but...
Oh, we had this discussion a while back too, I remember that.
Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the questions. Like I said, if you're curious to know a little bit more about the MTF side of the trans world, then stick around. If not, click away now if you ever waste your time. Okay, so... Like I said, I don't know too much about trans women. I did read a book and I learned a lot about that, which is Transparent by Chris Beam. And I did learn a lot, but I also started watching Kat Black, and from her videos I found out that trans women not only take estrogen, but they also take testosterone blockers.
Yeah.
So they take 2 medications, and I was going to ask you if you can elaborate on that.
Well, the medications, like what exactly I take?
Well, what are T blockers? What do those do? What's the purpose of that?
Well, the other medication for FTM, they obviously just take testosterone, right? That's all you guys take? Okay. So for MTF, we take estrogen and spironolactone. The estrogen is obviously the estrogen. It's the one that makes you beautiful as fuck and fabulous as hell. And then spironolactone is the testosterone blocker, because just because we're on estrogen doesn't mean that we will stop producing testosterone. So it's just going to continue going unless you put a stop to it, and that's that. Currently the medication, estrogen comes in 2 forms, or actually it comes in a lot of forms, but 2 forms that I've only known a lot about is the injections and the oral pills. Which, you guys take injections too, so never mind.
There's 5 different types of tea, 2 if you count gel and cream. So there's patches, gel, cream, or if you count them the same thing, pills, and injections.
It's funny, we have the same thing in the estrogen. The only thing that's different is the spironolactone, and that's just a little circular white pill. And that's all it is. That's honestly. Oh, and instead of you guys, we have to take the spironolactone every single day, and the estrogen it depends on what the medication is. If it's once every 2 weeks or whatever, however much, that's different. It's the same as you guys is as well, but. Like I said, the spironolactone is the only one that's different, so there's that.
Why is that? Why do you need to take a testosterone blocker? Because, as a trans guy, the T will just sort of, combat with the... if you take too much T, it will convert back to estrogen, so don't, overdose yourself. Well...
I'm not really too sure as far as that, actually. I never actually even done my own research on my own stuff, other than the fact that you're just going to continue, because we still have the stuff that produces everything, and it's it's not... I don't know, I heard that our transition, mine is, one of them is harder than the other, but the surgeries are easier than the other. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, bottom surgery for MTFs, I think.
Yeah, it's easier than it is, yeah.
Doctors literally say it's easier to make a hole than it is a pole, so... Thanks, science! Yeah, me personally, I think the T blockers, what it is because testosterone is more... powerful out of the hormones, because testosterone has more permanent changes than estrogen. So, your voice can get deeper and it will stay deeper, and if you stop taking testosterone, it'll never go down. But as an MTF, if you went through puberty or whatever and you had a deep voice, it's not really gonna get high. It's gonna stay there because there's a thyroid inside your neck right here. That's pretty much what your Adam's apple is, actually. And so it just gets thicker, so T makes it thicker, so that's kind of why I think MTFs need the extra medication.
Yeah.
But
it really makes sense. I don't know, actually. I feel real dumb for that. I don't know why, but
How was your transition, and was it hard?
Oh my god, my transition. Well, I'm still going through it because I always have to like reset it every once in a while because my medication is either not working or I stop for a little bit or something's going on. I am currently on 2 years, and I stopped for a little bit, and I was fine. Going through like the mental changes was like a little rough. Mental changes for anybody is fucking rough. But I just recently started taking hormones again, so that making my mood swings come back like 10 times harder. And it's just really stressful when it comes to all that. What is so funny?
Hashtag blame the hormones.
That is not, no. It's just really fucking awful. Like today I had the worst mood swing ever. And mood swings are just like not life. Like they fucking suck. And as far as like, if I was to be on the right medication the first time around, my transition probably would have been a lot smoother. Right now, the only reason why it's just kind of hard is because like the pills weren't working so well for me, so I had to switch them into injections, and it was just, at first it was just going by like really rough and patchy, but now it's kind of like more smoother. But other than that, I mean, it sucks. Any transition from anything just pretty much fucking sucks. So.
I think any type of medical transition, you need to really figure out what works best for you.
Yeah.
I think we kind of just touched on this, but maybe we can like elaborate a little bit more. Do you think, you see any like similarities or differences between FTMs and MTFs?
Oh, I know that we both go through mental changes. Like you guys have to go. We all go through second puberty. Both of us do.
Hold on. I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I never considered either puberties as puberty because like I feel like it just kind of like happened. I never really felt like I was going through puberty. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't even like.
I noticed it the first time around when I hit puberty. Obviously, I noticed it.
I mean, I noticed there was obviously changes and like things were going on.
Oh, yeah,
but I wasn't like, oh, this is puberty. It was just like, fuck. And then when I started taking tea, it was just, okay, this is right. Like we're on the right track, so I know.
Okay.
But a lot of people do. So that's just me personally. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. Okay, cool. Go. Or judge me because I don't care. Go.
Excuse me. Just the whole like the second puberty thing, the mental changes. Differences, obviously the whole, you guys get the voice thing easier because you guys get it to like drop and like
what I was just talking about earlier.
And then ours, we actually have to voice train for ours to like get up there.
Well, FTMs have to
train too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Deeper, but
but the medication does it too. Our medication. She means like
if you're medically transitioning as a FTM, your voice will deepen like.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't know the terms. My bad. But when it comes to MTFs, we have to train our voice because the medication alone will not do anything.
Which is what I was saying earlier.
The testosterone blocker will help, kind of, but like at the same time, you still have to like train it. Because if you stop taking testosterone blocker, it will kind of like reset it a little bit. But it gets easier with the spironolactone. What's another thing that's similar? I mean, that's honestly the only thing, and the only things that are different is just surgeries are different. That's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, like differences, I think, especially like I said in that book I read, go ahead and check it out, guys. It's actually really good. But,
I want to read it too. I never read it.
I think a difference is that MTFs do experience more hate and more. I think it's harder for them to transition in society and everything like that. So,
definitely.
Do you experience hate? Did you when you started?
Definitely.
Do you still experience hate?
Actually, I still do. And when it comes to hate as well in the public eye, I always had people throw things at me, and then school and in public, and like the normal adult life. Like it sucks. It's crazy. It's really weird. People chase me down in vehicles. People have tried to physically do things to me, and they just yell the rudest things to me.
I think dating too, because I think it's easier for FTMs, like trans guys, to date than it is for males.
I don't know. Like I don't know the dating life on y'all's side. On
my
perspective,
because I feel like when I'm like, hey, I'm trans, girls are just like, I don't know.
I
still want to do whatever I want to do with you, like you know what I mean. So.
Because us girls, we crazy. We a little freaky. But for me, yeah, it's definitely hard to date. When I first tell them, they're always like, I'm not gay. And it's like, well, are you not a guy? I'm sorry, I don't know where you get this idea of like, you have to be gay to date a trans woman. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But, so I get that. And then I also get, I don't date dudes. And it's like, you're still not getting the concept. And it's annoying. So, yeah.
think there's a lot of it has to do with the way our society is run, and you know it is ran by men really, and like this idea of masculinity, and so they don't want to. Men don't like to be challenged by, you know, they don't want to be seen as feminine in any shape, way, or form because that's not acceptable. But at the end of the day, like what is feminine? Honestly, what's masculine? What makes you a man? What makes you a woman? Besides the fact that you say it, you know what I mean? Like I'm a guy because I say I'm a guy, but like. And I mean, obviously, I look like a guy and all that stuff, but well, I'm just trying to say, like, that doesn't mean that I can't like be feminine or something. Not that I really am feminine, because I don't like girl shit, but I don't know, I'm not like super macho manly. I mean, preety, I think I was. Just,
I'm not super feminine.
That's like I grew up in like a male world, you know, surrounded by guys, so. You know, and like there's like plenty. You know, my uncle is like a super macho guy, but he like loves to garden and like. Organic, he loves organic stuff and is like all about like saving the planet. So I mean, you know, like you don't have to be anything to anyone as long as you're like yourself or whatever. So I hope that made sense. I don't know. Was that? I don't know. I felt like that was just I kind of went off on a tangent. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you know, and like what I feel like in regards to hate and everything, like obviously, you know, in the trans community there is a lot of hate crimes, a lot of murders and stuff like that. Harassment, discrimination, etc., but a majority of the time it's trans women of color who, you know, that's who we see on the regular getting murdered or getting, you know, harassed or whatever. That's what we see the majority of, and I don't know, that's just really kind of hits home because, especially because, obviously, like I said, it happens to all trans people, but, you know, for trans women of color, and you see it all the time, and it's just like, how do we stop that? How do we combat that? And it's just, you know, it's not only because they're trans, it's not only because they're a trans woman, it's also because they're colored and all this stuff, and, you know, they're a person of color, so it's like, so many other things going on. It's kind of, it sucks that our society is so blind to things like that. What's like one last thing you can give to the people watching this right now?
Go be happy and stay true to yourself.
It's pretty good.
Whatever floats your boat, honestly. Do whatever makes you happy. Oh, that's the last, I mean, that's, yeah, don't do things for other people, do things for yourself and stay true and everything else I said earlier. So, yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for coming on, even though you don't really know your shit.
But shit, I know almost everything other than the fact of that one question. That was the only thing.
So, I do want to have more discussions like this, so hopefully you guys can leave some comments and we can start up a dialogue about trans women and the struggles they face and vice versa against, you know, trans guys, blah, 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 blah. So, thank you guys for watching. Go check her out. All her links will be below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.